Has the Hustlers Corner sold out? Has the Hustlers Corner now become a celebrity platform? I do know that a lot of people are complaining and they're like, Sbuda, when we started, the platform was about hustling. It was about profiling hustlers. It was about empowering the audience, and we've been a educational platform ever since we started. Why does it seem that now there's like more or a lot of celebrities? I've been getting a lot of those types of emails, those types of messages from our audience and our community. And I just wanted us to be diverse. I wanted us to not only just restrict ourselves to a certain type of a people. I believe people in the music, arts and entertainment are also hustlers in their own right. They might not be running a business, but they might be businesses themselves. They've got interesting stories to share. There's a lot to learn from them. Even those that might not be necessarily about business or about branding, you'll see that we are sharing a lot of spiritual content on the platform. We're sharing a lot of empowering content. It does not have to be only entrepreneurial or hustler type of content, but if I bring somebody like Bishop Joshua Maponga, we agree to disagree with him. We agree with him on certain issues, we disagree with him on certain issues. But what's nice about it is that he engages or he ignites a dialogue amongst our community. Or if I bring a brother like Blackcoffee, he's a person we can all learn from, that has built himself to becoming a brand and an investor in different businesses and a global successful DJ. And then I bring in a person like Sansa, the co-founder. That's brilliant township social commentary, and there's a lot to learn from because there's a lot of hardcore real wisdom that comes from there. And then I bring in a sister like Lelo, and she comes to share with us how she's grown her YouTube platform, because hustling now, or a true sense of a hustler, what it was 10 years ago as opposed to what it is now, the name has a different meaning now. Many years ago, it was considered it had a bad connotation to it. And then we changed it and made it cooler, and the connotation was attached to entrepreneurship and just hustling ukpanda, you know? And then right now, ukpanda has also evolved. We no longer, you guys don't have to work as hard as we did, but you can use the internet to advance yourselves as brands, as influencers, or even your businesses, or monetize your online presence. So that's why we bring such people as well. They are hustlers in their own right, and they're not selfish with information, because other people are very selfish with information in sharing how they are making it. And then we bring people like The Soil. They're a musical band that is highly African spiritual, and there's a lot to learn from the members of The Soil and just the journey that they have had as a group, as a band, and as successful musicians in their own right, even individually. And then we bring in a person like Dr. Khehlelezi. Other people will agree to disagree with him and say, we don't agree to his way of hustling or his way of belief system, or we do not agree with how he charges his clients. But to each their own. He's got a huge audience of people that he heals. And he's not your normal traditional doctor or traditional corporate doctor, but he's an African traditional healer who has turned himself to being a businessman and an entrepreneur in his own right. And I believe there's a lot to learn from all these different stories of all these different hustlers. The Hustlers Corner has not turned into a celebrity platform. The Hustlers Corner is a people's platform. The Hustlers Corner is an educational platform, and Hustlers Corner is our community. The Hustlers Corner is made for you. And I will read all the comments, I will read all the messages, and if a lot of you still feel, no, invite less celebrities or invite more people, or you guys can suggest like you've always done. Put in names on the comment section, let us know the type of people you'd like to learn from or the type of people you'd like for us to host. I do know I have not been doing a lot of videos, monologue videos of just me on the camera and just maybe sharing knowledge to beginners or younger hustlers, etc. But I think the interviews already do that for us, because there's a lot of wisdom you can get from all the 1 hour, 1.5 hour episodes that we have with all these different people. So just know the Hustlers Corner is there for you. It is your community. Subscribe to it. Not only subscribe, but join, become a monthly paying member if you feel the content empowers you, if you feel you're gaining something positive that changes your life from the content that we upload on the platform. So I just wanted to say that. But other than that, if there's anything that we're doing on the platform that you may not like, or any suggestions that you might have to contribute in growing the platform positively, just share. I will listen to you guys. I will not just make it a show about me that just decides it's a one-man show, I'm a dictator. No, it is your platform. We created it for you. And as it keeps growing, it's taking different shapes. And don't just Barking box me into a certain genre as a musician. Don't just box me as just an artist. I'm also an entrepreneur, but I'm also a creative. I'm also an author. I write books. I do public speaking. I DJ. I start businesses from scratch. I'm also an ambassador. I'm also an influencer. All these different names you can call them. But ultimately, those are all just different vehicles that I use to share my God-given talents, to share my wisdom, to practice my creativity, to give off the blessings that God has given me unto the world. I just use all those different channels, but at the same time, I feel that you can also learn from people like me, and that's the reason why the content, the content is not only just strictly business people, just like a lot of educational platforms have been back in the day. They end up becoming intimidating. Right, you just think of people with suits and ties, people that need a funding of R1 million or a funding of 10 million. Sometimes just simplify these conversations and have a co-founder, and have Abu Mkhulunzingiza, and have Abu Hope Ramafalo, and have, all these different people that we learn from. And for me, I think it's the most simplest form of educating our audience and creating dialogue. Africans have always been about storytelling, sitting down and wasukasukela xosi, wakukhona, umama, ugogo. Storytelling has always been a big part of our culture. And that's basically what we're doing. And you can see how big it is. And all the other podcasts are blowing up. And I wanted to congratulate everybody that is delivering great content. We're proud of all of you guys that are doing your thing. If you have not started a YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Whip out your phone right now and start recording. I love you guys.